Okay, we're going to do a really quick breakdown on how to get everything started and where everything is located on the bike. Basically, what you're going to do before you start anything with starting the bike, on the side of the tank you go where's your petcock. The petcock is actually turned off in that position when it's actually faced out. When you want to start the bike, whatever, you need to turn the fuel completely on. Fuel completely on would be turned all the way in. And then on this bike, the starter is a high-performance starter without an ignition switch, or with the ignition switch, but the starter button is actually located underneath the battery. And it's going to be on this button right here. It's actually a push button. It's really hard to push in, but that's just the way the starters are actually designed. You're going to go to the top of the bike. This would be your ignition switch. Turn it completely on. It's going to turn your power completely on. Let's do a quick start up. You're going to go back to the side. So I'm doing this by myself, so just kind of bear with me. It's going to be on top of that button. That's just a quick. And then you're going to put it back into the straight up and down position to turn it back off. That is just to turn on, if you need to turn a light on or something like that, which I've never used. But straight up is in that position. The key is actually underneath it. The key, actually, the only thing it'll do is actually lock, so the ignition switch can't be twisted. Turn the ignition switch back on. Okay, quick breakdown. Of course, everything is pretty much common sense with this. Your choke being down here, what I generally do is when I start the bike, I pull the, if it's been sitting for a while and it's cold, I pull the choke for just a second, long enough to start the bike. As soon as it starts, I just feather the fuel and actually shove the choke back in, keep from fouling the plugs out. When you're done riding the bike, you definitely want to turn the petcock back off into the off position to keep from fuel just sitting on the carburetor all the time. Your oil filter and all that good stuff is definitely, it's going to be located right here. Your oil filter is actually, on this one I put an oversized so it'll hold just a little more oil. That being said, with your oil, it's got actually the battery's dead. You'll need to pick up a battery for it. It's been dead since I've owned it, but that being your oil cap, that's where you're going to put your oil and all that good stuff also. Your tires, what I generally recommend is on your front, I put 35 PSI on the front tire, and I put 31 in the rear. And I'm guessing that's pretty much it. If you got any more questions, just call and let me know. Thank you.